We have less than 30 days until the release of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's early access. Everybody is super pumped for the game. I am, of course, and we actually have some news regarding it. So we did get the trailer recently covering the Buu saga, and at the end there are 25 slots left. Now, a lot of the characters that I predicted in my last video were indeed in the trailer, so I didn't really feel like I needed to make a breakdown of the trailer like I normally do, because like I said, I really don't think there's enough characters for me to like make a lot of good predictions, because you know we have some reveals and some confirmations about OG Dragon Ball characters. But then something interesting happened. Jun Furutani actually did an interview at Bandai Namco, and he confirmed some interesting things about this. So if you guys remember this was a news story coming out of San Diego Comic-Con. I wasn't the only one reporting on it. There were a lot of people reporting on it. We took it just a straight fact because it's coming from the marketing director at Bandai Namco, David Edmondson. And he mentioned Mercenary Tau and Red Ribbon Army characters being playable. At the time, I of course assumed Red Ribbon Army characters weren't referring to androids, but were referring to characters like General Blue. Well, we actually had an interview with Jun Furutani where he basically debunks this, or at least says it's not confirmed yet. So he did this big article questionnaire, so you can go ahead and go to the website and look at all these questions. For today's video, because I don't want it to run too long, we're just going to address question 5. The question was, there still are some unrevealed characters for the game. Is there anything you could say about that? Jun Furutani responds, we still have many characters to reveal. I also want to address some misinformation. That's the big word, misinformation. So he sounds unhappy regarding the Red Ribbon and Tao Pai Pai characters that was shared in an interview by someone not connected to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So obviously this guy has marketing director Bandai Namco in his name, but you know, he's definitely not working on the game or anything like that. So I think that's where Jun Furutani is coming from there. And without qualified information about the game. So this guy is just trying to sell the game. He doesn't know everything that goes on in the game. Very interesting. Our focus has been on revealing characters with our fans in mind, featuring them in assets such as trailers, screenshots, and even through hands-on play, and hopefully surprising and exciting them with how their favorites appear and play in the game. Part of the thrill of working on this title has been having an incredible roster and knowing how eager every fan is to see who they can play. We can promise one thing: fans will know every playable character at launch before the game comes out. Please stay tuned for our official announcement to come. So, a lot to unpack in this statement. Number one, he's kind of not debunking what he says. He's basically saying, we haven't confirmed those characters yet. This guy doesn't know that those characters are coming, but he's not saying that they're not coming. He was just saying that he was clarifying some misinformation about the Red Ribbon and Tao Pai Pai characters shared by someone not connected to Sparking Zero. So he didn't say that it was incorrect. He just said that if you want to know if they're coming, stay tuned for our future trailers, screenshots, and hands-on gameplay. So what I find interesting about this is he says fans will know every playable character at launch before the game comes out. Now, there's still one mystery character that we're definitely going to get revealed sometime within the next 30 days. I still think it's crazy that you have a character locked behind a pre-order bonus, and they still haven't confirmed who that character is. So hopefully they do that soon. But this also confirms that we're going to have maybe multiple trailers, or at least one big final trailer, probably going over Super or GT or OG Dragon Ball altogether, because there is still some hope for GT. I mean, if you look at this, there's still some noticeable gaps, and you have 25 slots remaining. And there are still some super characters to get in there, and I don't want to just dismiss GT fans' hopes. It is looking very slim, though. It is looking kind of dicey for GT fans, and even for OG Dragon Ball fans, I should add, because I did take this guy's word as gospel, like a lot of people in the community did, because he was representing Bandai Namco. We thought he had some good information, but Jun Furutani says apparently not. But again, that could just be him saying that you'll have to wait for the official reveal whenever the time comes. So now we're at a weird space, because we do know Kid Goku is coming to the game because of that screenshot with the gameplay and the story mode. So that's still entirely possible to get Kid Goku. But as far as Mercenary Tau and Red Ribbon Army, who knows if we're going to get General Blue or anything like that. But yeah, this was a very interesting story, so keep that in mind, guys. We still have 30 days, less than 30 days left to learn all the playable characters. Now, another thing I want to get onto is the Sparking Zero graphical updates. I saw this tweet from Aware Na Ayub. Again, I have a tough time pronouncing some of these names, so I apologize. A little thought for those who told me that facial expressions wouldn't change during a game's cutscene, he said, because apparently people were writing him about them not going to update the game. But remember, I mainly wanted to mention this in the video to say that this game is still in active development. They are still making changes to the game as we speak. So for example, these are the old faces, very static. And then these are the new faces. Look at the different facial expressions in Gohan. So yeah, I just wanted to mention this here real quick. This game is still in active development, less than 30 days away from the release. So we still have plenty of new things to look forward to and a lot of things that we can improve. Well, that they can improve. And then I wanted to move on to some Geekdom leaks because he's had some very reliable information in the past. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Tamagami is the name of either one of these or the group. Those balls in their stomachs are Dragon Balls, but not the Earth ones. I was told we'll see a new set of Dragon Balls that can conduct power. So he's talking about these characters from the latest trailer for Dragon Ball Daima. They flash pretty quickly. I hypothesized they were related to this demon plot in the demon realm to like basically become the leader of the demon realm. Of this, you know, because Geekdom was talking about this giant plot to overthrow the throne and claim the throne after the death of Deborah. So apparently these spheres are Dragon Balls from the demon realm, supposedly. We don't know. So Geekdom is not saying exactly that they're from the demon realm. I believe the implication that I'm picking up on is that they're from the demon realm. But again, Geekdom is not saying that. He says, from my understanding, they're all called Tamagami with numbers like androids. So Tamagami 1, Tamagami 2, etc. He's unsure of the name pun other than Tama means ball. They are guarding Dragon Balls, not the Earth ones. So that makes sense, I guess. Like kind of how like the Namekians had the Dragon Balls in their villages, these robots have the Dragon Balls inside them. And of course there's much more to be revealed about that. So yeah, just a minor scoop from Geekdom there. Well, not minor, pretty major. I mean, Dragon Balls to this realm is pretty important. And again, I don't want to report on all of his leaks. He did have a live stream recently, so if you want to like go through the live stream and get like the full rundown, you can go ahead. This is just a Dragon Ball news channel at the end of the day, and I try to cover the news broadly as it stands. And so this video was a bit of a variety video, so I wanted to go over multiple things. And so he had another leak. He says, introducing Kaioshin Degusu, or Degus, something like that. So he's not sure if it's Degusu or Degus, something like that. God King of the Demon Realm, aka Demon Supreme Kai. We all thought Toriyama forgot about the Kaioshin since he mentioned them before even Battle of Gods was made, but no. So what he's mentioning here is the interview where Toriyama talked about the Kaioshin, how they're grown from, I think it was seeds and the tree. It's a whole thing. I'm pretty sure they'll explore it in Dragon Ball Daima. So basically, he's confirming that his name is Degusu or Degus, something like that. He looks like a pretty cool character. I'm interested to learn more about him. So this last leak, I don't have a visual representation of it, so I wanted to go ahead and shout out this guy, Pico Daima Yonais. He has a pretty big following on Twitter. You can go ahead and leave him a follow. So he basically took clips from the trailer of Dragon Ball Daima and edited them together with sound effects. I'm not going to be playing the sound effects in this video for obvious reasons because I'm talking, but I wanted to leave this playing while I talked about this last thing that Geekdom said in his stream. Well, it wasn't his last thing. Like I said, he mentioned other things that you can watch his stream for, but one of the last thing that I'm going to talk about today that I thought was very important was the report that Stephanie Nadolny may be involved in the Dragon Ball Daima anime. And again, this is according to Geekdom 101. He says that, again, not necessarily that she is hired or anything like that, but that she was spotted there at least trying out for the part. So she was at least auditioning. And he said it was a lengthy audition process, and a lot of people don't voice for that long. So either they were really trying to test her out to see if she was good enough, or she got the job. Nobody knows which is which. Now, there's some conflicting information about why Stephanie Nadolny was not brought back for Kid Goku previously. That's a lot of speculation to go down that I'm not really interested in going down, because, you know, at the end of the day, that's all like rumors and dirty stuff behind the scenes that I don't really care about. It could have just been as simple as they wanted to go in a different direction. I don't think it's something that we need to worry about too much right now. What I'm interested in is the possibility of Stephanie Nadolny coming back to voice Kid Goku in Dragon Ball Daima. Again, it's possible, but it's not a guarantee, so I guess we'll know more about that in the coming weeks leading up to Dragon Ball Daima, because it literally releases next month. We are very pumped. Now, that is the Japanese version. We're not sure how the English version is going to happen yet. They still haven't clarified how that's going to work. I'm pretty sure it would air on Toonami like Dragon Ball Super did, but again, with Crunchyroll involved, it may only be coming to streaming. Who knows? Anyways, guys, that will be it for this video. I just wanted to go over some Dragon Ball Daima and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero news. This video was a little bit more scatterbrained. I wanted to do this one more off the cuff instead of editing it and things like that, because I had a lot of stuff to go over. So yeah, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content where I just go over the information, the latest information, and give it to you off the dome, no script or anything, let me know. And then if you watch this video and you were frustrated with me stuttering, if you didn't like how I was choking over my words a little bit, and you were like, hey, can you edit this down into a more succinct format like you do sometimes, let me know and I will take that into consideration as well. I am here to be the best Dragon Ball news and commentary channel. Obviously, I'm not the best, but to live up to my best. Again, I have a full-time job and things like that, so this channel really is just a passion project of mine, so I really do appreciate your feedback, and if you do have anything to say, let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace off.